Next, stop number 14, I believe, on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Riverside Raceway. It's the Traxxas 400K, and we had a great truck race at Lime Rock on the other side of the country down up in Connecticut. So we expect to see the same here for the Cup race. And as expected at Riverside, seems like Jessica Shelton starts on the front row. She'll start from the pole here for today's event. And the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She finished second at Lime Rock. She opens up that by 1 spot today at Riverside. And she's got another road ace alongside of her, Joshua Collard, the number 43 STP Pontiac for King Richard Petty. He's been running pretty good this season. And he expects to be, and he and Shelton, 2 of the road favorites here this weekend. Seth Cole as the inside row number 2 in the Napa Auto Parts Ford. And he'll be alongside Ryan Acosta, number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. He'll start as car number 4 starts position number 4. Johnny Gardner as the inside row number 3, and alongside of him William Duncan. Gardner in the Mrs. Buick, Duncan in the Kodiak Chevy Lumina. Then it's Eric Powers, the number 21 Citgo Ford, 2-time winner in the season at Rockingham and again at Talladega, and he'll be starting alongside the Charlotte Coca-Cola 600 winner. It's Andreas Allen, the number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Dylan Poteet has the inside next row, the Mom and Pop Chevrolet number 31, and Kate Culp, the number 8 Snickers Buick, will be starting alongside. Then it's Mason Jefferson, 27 McDonald's Ford. He'll be alongside the number 29 Hardee's Pontiac of Jordan Newman, and he'll be alongside. Here comes the command to fire him up here at Riverside.
Drivers, start your engines.
And get the fire engines. We get some racing here today at the twisty, turny 2.62 mile course. A fun track to race, just like we dealt with in the truck race at Lime Rock. And this track is about 1.1 miles longer than this Lime Rock, 2.6 miles in length. And you got a little bit banking, sweeping turn here on this racetrack as well. But always great racing here at this racetrack. You can bet on that. And 2 of the road course favorites, Jessica Shelton and Joshua Collard, have the front row for today's event. Ford against Pontiac as the green flag race. We're racing at Riverside. Collard giving Shelton no ground here at this track here. And whoa, Collard shoots out in front, the number 43 STP Pontiac. As now Shelton has her hands full with the 4 of Ryan Acosta. And down to this next turn, down to this turn that goes, one of the tight turns on this course. Through the up and downhill, kind of like a roller coaster ride here at this track. Everybody's making it through okay right now. Now onto the long straightaway. And watch those cars accelerate. Ryan Acosta taking second away from Jessica Shelton now. The pole sitter drops from first to third, and now here comes Seth Cole in the 4th position now as Joshua Collard will lead him down. Number 43 STP Pontiac for King Richard Petty Racing, which has won here before with Mike Becker driving. But so far, Joshua Collard's been running pretty strong here. Shelton now takes second away from Ryan Acosta. Now has her sights set on Joshua Collard for position. Take you through the field here. Collard leads, Jessica Shelton second, third Ryan Acosta, fourth Seth Cole, fifth is now Johnny Gardner. Battle for 6th here between Andreas Allen, Kate Culp, and Jordan Newman. Allen in 6th, Culp in 7th, Newman 8th, Eric Powers 9th, Dylan Poteet, the man who runs the Mountain Racing Series and Mopar Nationwide Series. 2-time winner this season at Atlanta and Bristol. He runs right now in 11th, or 10th position, excuse me. He was 11th last time. He's gained a spot. William Duncan in 11th. 12th is his teammate, Charles Sanford. Then it's the 7 of Jasmine Acosta in 13th position. Ann Batson in 14th. 15th is Stephanie Gardner in the Quaker State Buick. She's in 14th. I think that's where she's at the moment. We'll check and see where she's at this time by as she now tries to close in on Ann Batson for position. Gardner right now is in the 15th spot. 16th is the 30 of Trey Campbell. Mason Jefferson in 17th, trying for 16th now as he and Trey Campbell battling it out. With Trent Dunham right behind us in the one car rather. Fail. Trent's in 17th. Nathan Hudson 18th. 19th is Brendan Berg. 20th is now Mike Becker. Cameron Gadoo. Dylan Young, the man who won at Lime Rock in the truck race. Dalton Day getting around Henry Kavanaugh in the 11. There's the rest of the order here. Some of the drivers not having a good run at all here today. Meantime, Joshua Collard continues to lead the race here at Riverside. On board, Jessica Shelton's car in the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. As we ride a lap around with Jessica, and she knows she's got Joshua Collard just up ahead, and now trying to close right in on Collard. But she sees that number 43 STP Pontiac just accelerate coming out of the turn. Down through the slow turn here and out onto the straightaway. See how fast Jessica goes down this straightaway. Speed increases 150 miles an hour. 160, 65, 7, 8, 9, 170 miles an hour. 172, 73, 74, 174 miles an hour off in the turn number 9. And now she's closing right, trying to close in on Joshua Collard as they go down through the sweeping turn 9. And boy, she's made up some time there through that track here. Collard's last lap 123.5. Shelton at 124.0. Almost halfway through the books. 4 laps down and 6 laps to go here at Riverside. And through that turn they come there. Shelton still trying to close. Collard usually holds his own on those road courses. He's won a lot of the tracks before. Both of them have won all 3 of the courses. Actually, Shelton's won all 3 of the courses in this series. Riverside, Sonoma, and Watkins Glen. Collard, however, has won at Watkins Glen before in the old Castrol Nationwide series. In fact, won that track 2 years in a row. And heading down through turn number 9 to go. Halfway through the books here. 9 in the books. 5 in the books, rather, and 5 to go. So the speeds are this time by 123.7 for Collard, 124.0 for Shelton. And she's practically on Collard's back bumper almost through that turn. Just need to keep it clean through them. One thing about road course racing, it's all about hitting your marks and hitting your shift points and about everything else. And driver more often than not gets pretty tired when they race on a road course, especially on a twisty turning track like this and at Sonoma, where we'll be heading to in about a couple, 3 races from now. So 2 of the road courses are in California and 1 up in New York in this series. So that's basically how the schedule is laid out. And this one I'd run for classical purposes, even though Riverside does not exist anymore. It actually hasn't since 1988. But Riverside is one of those fun road courses to race on. And Collard comes down into the turn at 172 miles an hour. Battle of the Road Ringers in Inner 2003 Racing. Joshua Collard versus Jessica Shelton, as they have pulled away substantially from the four of Ryan Acosta, who remains third. Seth Cole's in fourth in the 52 Napa Ford. And fifth position remains Johnny Gardner. Coming out for 4 laps to go, or 4 laps remaining right now. It'll be 3 to go this time by. There's the view of the sweeping turn here. Kind of a hairpinish turn here at Riverside. Now back on the long straightaway they go. Speed's tending to drop off a little bit here on as laps go on here at Riverside. Collard though is all right. Collard seems to be picking up a little bit lap wise here. 123.3 the last time for Collard. 122.7 for Sheldon. So Sheldon's must have wore out her stuff trying to keep up with Joshua Collard. 6th position remains Andreas Allen in 14. Kate Culpus in 7th. 8th is Jordan Newman. Eric Powers 9th. Dylan Poteet remains 10th. As we continue to watch this battle for position here. Actually, let's take you through the back of the pack. Last place right now is being held by Liam Campbell in the 6th. Ty Denson in 37th. Joshua Osborne is back there as well. Keith Batson, he's not having a good day here at Riverside. Neither is two-time winner of the season Charles Jackson. He won the last outing at Dover. Preston Plord, two-time winner of the season at Vegas and Richmond. Kyle Matthews, the All-Star Race winner, is in 30th at the moment. Hayden Jefferson's back there. Zed Watson, the Daytona 500 champ. Mason Powers, Michael Walton. Back to the leaders. Joshua Collard, he knows he's got 2 laps to go now. Caution free here at Riverside. And he is pulling away just steadily from Jessica Shelton at the moment. Apparently the King Richard Petty team knows that Collard's one of the best road ringers in Inter 2003 racing, and he has shown that today here at Riverside. If he can just hold on for this final lap and a half. Collard's been running steadily quicker lap times all race long, basically. There was a couple times Shelton's looked like she was closing in, but I kind of tend to think that she's kind of wore her stuff out. But sometimes you never know in road courses, though. It may come down to tenacity when it comes, if you can call it that. As Collard has the white flag, he has 1 lap remaining in the race. Again, Collard almost a full mile an hour faster than Shelton. Down through the S as they go, as he brings the famous 43 through that turn there, and on to the roller coaster, rolling hills, I guess you might say. Now on to the stretch and watch that Pontiac accelerate. He heard him shift right into high gear on this racetrack. Joshua Collard has about 2 more turns remaining as he goes down through turn number 8 and into turn number 9. He goes a sweeping turn. And he has dominated the whole race here today. And the Traxxas 400K will belong to car 43. Joshua Collard wins at Riverside. His first win since season 11. Jessica Shelton, a good run in second position. Third will go to Ryan Acosta. Fourth to Seth Cole. And fifth to Johnny Gardner. So the STP Pontiac car for the ring, the Richard Petty colors, goes to victory lane today. Basically, start to finish, Joshua Collard just had them all beat today. Gave you the top 5 already here in this race. 6th position will go to Andreas Allen, Kate Colt, Jordan Newman, Eric Powers, and Dylan Pote rounds out the top 10. Then on down to the list, William Duncan 11th, Charles Sanford 12th, Jasmine Acosta come up 13th, Ann Batson 14th. 15th will go to Stephanie Gardner. 16th will be Mason Jefferson. Trent Dunham 17th, Nathan Hudson 18th, Trey Campbell and Cameron Gadud, the 20th position runner. As you see the rest of the finishing order and see where you ended up here today. On down to the Liam Campbell ends up last in the field. So with that said, Joshua Collard, the number 43 STP Pontiac, goes to victory lane at Riverside. A big win today for him as we head to Pocono next for the 500G 400. Dylan Young has the points lead by 33 now over Jessica Shelton. As Shelton has just took a big bite out of Dylan Young's point lead. Mike Becker in 3rd position. 4th is Trey Campbell. 5th, Joshua Collard. Then it's Ryan Acosta, Zed Weinstein, Jordan Newman, Dylan Poteet, and Michael Walton, the top 10 in the points. And on down to Joshua Osborne, currently 20th in the points right now. As we're starting to see some of the big names move up through the points field here. On down to Kyle Matthews, who's currently, Mason Powers is now last in the points. And there's where you're all running right now in the points. As we head to Pocono Raceway next on the tour, the 5 Hour Energy 400. Don't miss it.